Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another apartment renovation, and today we're going to go ahead and do this renovation of 18 Culpepper house. So this is up on the gallery now, so make sure you head over there. My origin ID is Real Thomas TV1. So this is classed as a room since it is an apartment. If you don't know, it is a little bit awkward to put apartments up on the gallery, so you'll have to go, and when you place it down on the slot, you'll have to go back in, get the wall tool and just add in one tile of wall to each of the rooms to make it kind of separate it off again, because I had to remove one section of each room to make it all one to upload it, which is a little bit annoying. I know some people actually, you know, upload them separately, like separate rooms, and put them on the gallery. I think it's just easier to do all in one, then all you have to do is press B to get your wall tool, and then you just go in and press it down. So it's really, really easy that way, I think. And yeah, so this apartment literally took me about 50 minutes to do, which is kind of not a long time at all. Sorry, I hit my pop filter. There we go. I'll at least do that once every single video. So yeah, it literally took me about 50 minutes. Now, it probably took me even less because that actually includes the time that I went back to do the thumbnails, sorry, not the thumbnails, the screenshots, and also make that little video intro thing as well, and also, you know, type out the description and put up on the gallery. So that was also included in that time. And some people, like, you're probably wondering, well, why do I do that? Why do I include that in the time? Well, what happens is I use my software, like my editing software, sorry, not editing, oh my god, I can literally not speak today. I've done this voiceover, this is the third time doing it, oh my god. My recording software, Dxtory, sometimes once you press end to stop the recording, sometimes I have this problem, and I've talked to other people who use Dxtory, like Xserve and SimSex. I was texting her a little while ago asking if she has the same problem, and she does. And what happens is, it's basically, it like just freezes your game. It'll say, you press end, and it says the Sims 4 has stopped responding. It doesn't do it every single time, but just to be like, make it easier on myself, I go back before ending the recording, I do all I need to do, getting screenshots, all that sort of stuff, and then I press end, just so I don't have to go back in the unlikely event of it, well, likely event of a crashing. And it does the same thing as well with Dxtory. If I have Dxtory open and I open Sony Vegas Pro, I cannot close Dxtory without Sony Vegas Pro crashing, so it's really, really annoying doing that as well. I haven't heard that many people have that problem, but I don't know, let me know if you use Dxtory and if you have that problem. Dxtory is an absolutely amazing recording software, you know, nevertheless, but, you know, sometimes it has a glitch here and there, here, I can't speak, here and there we go, but, you know, I'm really, really glad I got that recording software. I got it, I've had it for about a year now or so, and I absolutely love it. It's probably the best quality in terms of all the recording softwares that I tried out, so I really recommend that one. And if you want to know more about my specs and stuff, that's always in the description. Anyway, I've been rambling for like 3 minutes now. Let's talk about this a little bit more. So, this style of home is kind of, well, not really home apartment, it's kind of got like a modern style to it. There's a few things going on in terms of different styles it's got, but I think the main one would be modern, and I really, really like it. It's got the colour scheme as well, it's kind of like a blue colour scheme. I don't really do that a whole lot. I normally use neutral colour schemes, which I think everybody's noticed by now. I use neutral colour schemes way too much, but, you know, I'm trying to switch it up a little bit and just, you know, go more out the box in terms of different wallpapers I'm using and things, and just try something a little bit different each time. So I really like this wallpaper. Oh god, I can't speak. Wallpaper, and it's got no trims or anything. It's just like a painted wall. I really, really like that one. I always pair it, if I'm using this specific type where it's got no trims around the top or bottom, I always like to pair it with a feature wall of either stone or brick. I think contrasts really, really well together, and just kind of marries well all those different, you know, textures and things. That sounds really fancy. It's just really, really great to kind of not make it all one thing, because having like a full room of one colour, especially with no trims, it looks a little bit boring, I think. So I always like to use a feature wall. And as you can see there on the left, I did also use that wallpaper from Bowler Knight Stuff Pack as another feature wall. So I've got 3 different wallpapers going on as well in this build, which I think looks really, really great, and they all work really well together. So as you can see here, we're working on something a little bit different actually with this kind of like TV thing. I made this kind of like entertainment centre using cabinets. Now I think those cabinets are just on base game, and literally all you do is you take 3 normal counters. I mean, it depends on the size of the space you've got, but for me, I just took 3 counters, placed them along the bottom. Went to the cabinets thing. I placed 2 of those big cabinets on the sides, and then I went round with those kind of half-size ones around the top, and that's a entertainment centre. I really, really think it looks great. I've seen it done a couple of times, but I've never actually tried it myself. Probably it's a really simple thing, I don't know why I haven't tried it, but I went ahead and did it in today's video, and I think it looks really, really great in this apartment, so I went ahead and did that. So you can also see here we're carrying on with that blue colour scheme, which I think looks really, really great. And I always, recently I've been using these a lot more, those little stool things that we've got. I don't know what you call them, like foot things, what they're called again, can literally not think what they're called. Foot something, like foot rests, something like that. And that one was actually from the movie night hangout stuff. A lot of the colour swatches there are Bohemian, but there are a few different, you know, plain colour swatches, and luckily fat in, oh my god, fit in. What is wrong with me today? Oh my god, I cannot get my words out, and when I do get my words out, it's just a mess. So I went ahead and used that for today, and I thought it looked really, really great. It's kind of just nice sometimes not to have, you know, that whole space full with, you know, couches and armchairs and stuff. So I went ahead and did that. And yeah, so we're just working on this hallway area here, pretty simple, just kind of got the same thing like always. We've got kind of like a console table there, and also some of those clutter items like the wall decoration thing, and also kind of like the shoe racks and things. And I was trying to find a mirror here in just a second. I really, really like this one, but right there, that one that we just used from Spa Day, which has like the two lights either side of it. Really, really like that one. It's always a little bit awkward sometimes to kind of fit it into certain spaces, so I just had to go ahead and use a base game one, which I think pairs really, really well with all different types. It's got like 1,000,001 colour swatches as well, so I like to use that one a lot. A little bit smaller as well, and with kind of like a horizontal one, which I think is much better, I think, in terms of how they look like, compared to the portrait ones, like vertical shaped mirrors. I don't know why. Sometimes, especially in bathrooms and stuff in game, I always notice if I use one of those smaller like vertical going mirrors, they always like clip into the faucet thing on the sinks. I don't know why, it's just always me. So I always have to use the thing where you press, is it like shift in the bracket key to like move the object up, but then you can't use mirrors once you do that, so it's a little bit odd sometimes. Anyway, so we're just working on the bedroom here. Now I know some people kind of, you know, switched up a little bit by making 2 bedrooms out of this, which is possible. I know Urban Sims did this in her City Living LP, where it's kind of got 2 bedrooms. And I know some people made it into a gym as well, and you know, so you could make it like that, but I just made it just for one person. Well, it could be 1 or 2 people this apartment for, so I kind of just made it a big room here, and it's also got a walk-in wardrobe. Well, it's not really a walk-in wardrobe. I don't know if this one has the functionality that the normal one does, because the wardrobe that I used here is from Get Together, and I know there's a 2x1 which I'm using here, and there's also a 2x2 version in terms of its size. I know the 2x2 has a lot of interactions with it, but I haven't actually tested out if the 2x2 version has it. Sorry, not the 2x2. The 2x1 version has the same, which we're using here. So let me know if you can actually do all those interactions with it as well. Haven't tried that out. But yeah, that's the one I'm using. And I also got a desk next to it, a bookshelf, and a little seating area, and the bed and stuff like that. Also got another kind of dresser thing there as well. I know this is the actual wardrobe as well, but I think it kind of looks nice having the dresser there in front of the bed, kind of. This room was a little bit more can't speak, oh my god. It was a little bit more difficult to decorate, because of, it was kind of just a lot more spacious, so I didn't really want to overpack it with paintings and things, so that's what I always find myself doing with bigger bedrooms, or just bigger rooms in general. I always end up putting 1,000,001 photos in it, or pictures, whatever you want to call them. So I try not to do that as much, but I kind of made the room look a little bit more bare in some areas, but you know what, I don't think that's a bad thing. Having rooms totally overpacked sometimes doesn't look the best, so you know, once in a while I don't think that's a bad thing. And yeah, so that's it for this apartment renovation. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm going to leave you here with some screenshots. Make sure in the comment section down below you let me know about what you thought of this apartment renovation, and let me know if you have any ideas you want to see for apartment renovations in the future, or just any video ideas in general. I do have an apartment renovation playlist up on my channel if you want to go ahead and see the apartments I've renovated so far. Make sure you leave this video with a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to download this from the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!